So 98% of everybody that filled that survey out, and I asked, do you want to do more bookings, said yes. They said, I'm doing this amount, but this is the amount I really want. And it was usually like triple what they were actually doing. Most people were doing the 0 to 1, the 1 to 2. And almost everybody wanted to be in that 3 to 4 to 4 to 6 range, surprisingly. So if we're not where we want to be, how can we get there? Okay, so I'm going to give you some ideas, so you want to write these down. Okay? I'm going to give you some ideas, and then Lindsay's going to come up and demonstrate a booking activity that is really, really working for her. Now, first of all, I think that this is critical, and I think this needs to be one of those things, like how we know the golden guarantee, that I want to just roll off all of our tongues. And that is, there are, in my opinion, but I want us to all learn it because I really think it's going to help you. So this is just out of my brain, but I think it's right. There are 3 reasons women book, and there are 3 reasons women don't book. And if we can really master and keep it that simple, 3 reasons they book, 3 reasons they don't book. When you meet a woman, categorize her right away. Why would she book? Why would she not book? Okay? Because it's going to affect how you attack the situation, what you're doing in your home show. I truly believe that about 90% of the reasons, 90% of the women, why they really book is greed. And that's fine. That's what we're working here for, right? We are providing a service where they can get the jewelry for free because they want more than they can buy. So how are we going to do that? We have got to preach to the greed. That's why we put the jewelry up here, all the jewelry, we make it look so beautiful, this side, make this side look so beautiful. We put it on them. You've got to get the jewelry on them. When they walk in the door, get them to the table. You know, so even if you're not doing Mission Impossible at your show, you might just say, hey, just for fun, go find jewelry to put on for this category, okay? I just say, put jewelry on, it's a requirement, I hurt you if you don't. That's what I say. And, you know, if they're not putting it on, I go get something and I put it on them. That's what they'll end up buying. Somebody else will buy it because they're staring at them wearing it. I'm telling you, 6 years of experience, it works. A beautiful bracelet on the wrist and she's staring at it the whole time, she's going to buy it. So you get the jewelry on her. You show how the jewelry all goes together. That's why I'm so passionate about the 5 concepts. We're educating them and we're showing them how to wear it. We're giving them a service. So then they're going to hit the table and they're going to want it all. The most important aspect to this is the Love It list. And I updated the Love It list so that I put on there the things that I pretty much show and I put the page numbers. But you can have a blank list. You could just have 10 things, whatever you want to do. But I put on there other favorites and I need a gift for. And we talk about that. Who do you need to buy a gift for Christmas? Your mother, your mother-in-law, the piano teacher, your teacher. I'm reminding them about how they can get fun gifts, affordable. And I show in my show, like Sensational is $24. It's a great gift to give your friend because you're sensational and everybody loves it and it's just fabulous. So you've got to do that. But what I do, how I use this, one of the things in that survey you guys told me you wanted was transitions. This makes a great transition. So I'm doing the purse game. We get to jewelry, you know, bling. We do the bling. And then I say, hey, ladies, who has the most things written on their Love It list? You get an extra Diva dollar. Oh, and they're counting now. They're interested. Well, I have 6. I have 10. Okay, fantastic. She has 10 things on her Love It list. I give her a Diva dollar and then I bring her up. See how I'm transitioning out of the jewelry into booking a show? And I say, Lindsay has 10 things on her Love It list. Now, she could buy them all today, but her husband will probably kill her. So, how are we going to get that for her? She wants to take advantage of the special today, but we want her to get every single piece on her Love It list. So then I make her my jewelry treat, and I start piling jewelry on her. Now, it's practical. She was the one that loved it the most. She's the one that is the most likely to book. She is now, I'm going to put this jewelry all over her, and she's going to look at it, and she's going to laugh, and she's going to giggle, and she's got it draped all over her arms, and she'll crack a joke at Peggy's show. She said, bye-bye, and she was pretending she was going to leave, you know, with all the jewelry. So they just have a really great time, but I'm transitioning from jewelry to booking a show. And it's practical. And I say, now, Thank you so much. Put it down. How is she going to do this? She's going to want to book a show right into the booking activity. Okay, so then we do the booking activity, and there's lots of choices. And I know a lot of you get uncomfortable with the booking activity, so Lindsay in a minute is going to share one that's another really great idea. You've got to get online, and you've got to look at booking activities, and you've got to find one that you're comfortable with. Whatever it is, okay, you've got to get comfortable. And I'll tell you, one of my new hosts, my new jeweler in Nebraska, she's like, I want bookings in October, and this was just last week. So we did the Play Pass Double, but we actually opened up the purses and put the $50 Premier card, gift cards in there, sitting so they were visible. You know what I'm talking about? They are awesome because they look just like gift cards, so they have so much more impact than even a little coupon. And we put her sticker over the back that said for 3 bookings. So it just says on the back, this is redeemable at your home show, your Premier Designs jewelry show, and then it had her name on it. And so what we did was we said, ladies, if you want to book, that's fabulous. You get to keep the purse, but if you're willing to do your show before October 25th, you get to double, and Cheryl is going to give you this $50 in free jewelry. You keep the gift card and you redeem it at your jewelry show. So she got some bookings. She didn't get them all into October 25th, but if you have hot dates or you want them right away, that's where you give big. So that's an idea, and Lindsay's going to share another one here in just a minute, but that transition. So the number one is greed. So we have to play to the greed. Love the jewelry, isn't it beautiful? This is why you need it, okay? That whole shebang, because that's the majority reason. Second reason is fun. That's why we have prizes. That's why we might do Mission Impossible. That's why we do the purse game. That's why we say love it. That's why we're giggling and having fun. Okay, because there are girls in the room that just like to have fun. This would make a great idea to get some friends together. We could do this at my Bunko group, maybe at my Bible study. We need a reason to have some fun. They want to have fun. Number 3 is because she likes you. Now, this fun and because she likes you make up 10% of the time. So it's a very small portion, but it's still important. We don't want to lose those bookings. And it certainly helps all the girls to decide to do it that are really interested in the jewelry. I don't want you to say, well, if they don't like me, they don't book. It's because they didn't like me. But there are some women in the audience that will book just because they like you, that would never have booked a show before. And that is why you need to be personable. That is why you need to shake their hands. That is why you need to talk to them a little bit. You need to flirt with them a little bit. You need to engage with them. You need to touch her shoulder, touch her knee, look her in the eye, laugh, giggle, know their name. That kind of stuff, they feel comfortable. You're their friend. They want to get to know you better. They're willing to let you into their home. So you cannot forget that component. Now, there's 3 reasons why they don't book, and you need to know these just as well. Number 1 is fear. This encompasses the majority of the reasons, right? This is the low self-esteem reason. This is I don't have friends. I can't get enough people here. Nobody will come. That whole thing. She's afraid she'll have a bad turnout, right? So we've got to know how to overcome that. You need to feel sorry for her. You are going to serve her by helping her. Do not take it personally like she's rejecting you. Look at for what it is. You've always got to ask her, why don't you want to book? And she says, well, as soon as she does that, she looks down and goes, well, that's a booking. You need to find a way to help that girl to have a show, whatever it might be. Okay, so you need to realize it's not about you, it's about her. She is afraid. Feel sorry for her and find a way to help her and encourage her. It's okay to have a you and two. Let her feel comfortable. And so I asked this question, Robin, do you have like one friend or your mom or your sister, some one person that would be able to come to your house if we did a jewelry show? Just one. And Robin says, well, yeah, I mean, my next door neighbor would come. She's a really good friend of mine. Done. All we need is one person, $100 in sales. So if you can get some sales at work and your neighbor can come over, you can shop at half off. And you're going to get a little bit for free. Now, I'm going to help you to get more people. But, honey, if you just have one, I'm good. I'm there. We're going to have a great time. Really? Yes. Okay, you know it's true, right? So number 1 reason she doesn't book is fear. It's not about you. It's about her. How can you help her overcome it? Number 2 reason is her house. Number 1, she's afraid. Number 2, it's her house. Now, her house encompasses, I don't like my couch. I need new carpeting. I don't have parking. My house is too small. My husband will kill me. I have animals that stink. My children are loud and obnoxious. It's everything that has to do with the location. I live too far away. I just don't want anybody to see it. She's embarrassed. And you know, women can live in $800,000 houses and be embarrassed. I don't want my next door neighbor, whose house is $850,000, to come over and see that my living room is empty. You know, who knows what it is? You cannot know, but just know that it's probably either she's afraid or she doesn't want you at her house. So then once you find that out, well, you know, my husband, he just doesn't like, okay, that might not be it, but that's what she's telling you. It has to do with her house. So you need to find another location. Don't try to force the house. Soon as she's telling you whatever it is, even if it sounds lame, it's the house. Find another way around it. You know, we could do it at my house. We could do it at Eaton Park and sit around a table. We could do a you and a friend show. We could have it at her house and start talking. And if she's like, oh, keep working it. You know, if she's like, no, okay. But if she's like, oh, maybe, keep trying to brainstorm. And say, you know what, let's just pick a date. We'll figure the location out later. The third reason, so number 1 is fear. Number 2 is the house. Number 3 is time. She's too busy. But you know what, aren't we all? We are all too busy. It's all about priorities. So, you know, her kids are in this activity. Her husband is out of town. Blah, 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 blah. List goes on. Okay, when you find out, ask yourself, is it an activity? When's the activity over? Because eventually the activity will be over and I can book you. I will book you for February. I'm happy to book you for February. You know what? You're here tonight. What if we didn't do it at your house so that you don't have to clean and you don't have to cook and you don't have to do anything? Let's have it at my house. Let's meet it. It's the same kind of thing. Like, how can we eliminate, if she was here tonight, there is another day of the week that she could just show up. How can we get her to just show up? Because she deserves a break. She does not want to clean her house. She does not want to bake cookies, okay? But you've got to figure out what these are, and you have to ask questions in order to get those bookings, okay? Now, bookings outside of a show. Customer care calls. Here's what and I'm going to show you when I go over to the computer after Lindsay does her thing, how we can do this. But, you know, you get an email when your show ships, yes? Okay? And you forward that to your hostess. How about this? How about this time on your next show, you take the emails from your customers from that show and you send an email to everybody that says, guess what? Janet just got her jewelry. I am so excited. It's going to be arriving in 2 days, so within the week you should have it. Did you know that Janet got $350 in free jewelry and she took advantage of 4 half-price items? Thank you so much for coming out. And you know what? I made $500 at that show. Isn't that amazing? If you didn't get a chance to watch the video, you can still watch it and I'll give you a 20% off coupon for your next order. And if you would like to get some free jewelry, give me a call. We're having a special, blah, 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 blah. Okay? You're just sending an email. It's just information. Somebody might bite. Okay? But you're throwing out another chance. Okay? Now, then you can follow up. You still have that little email, right? You can go back 55 days from now and just reply again to that same email and reply all and say, hey, I'm just checking in. The golden guarantee is about up. Does anybody have any issues that you need me to take care of? I'm here for you. That's it. Now, you've established yourself. You can also do these with popcorn calls, just leaving messages for this information, you know, calling everybody on that show and telling them the jewelry's on the way. You can do it with calls as well. You could do it with text messages with those little, what's that app called? Red Stamp, okay? You could, whatever your mode of communicating is in today's day and age, you could use these cute invites, how easy it is, and I'm going to show you. And you could shoot that out as just a message, an email message. Guess what? You're invited to receive your jewelry. It's on its way. I mean, how cute is that? They're going to love it. But stay in communication so that when there's a special or you're in need of a show, you can call them and they know who you are. You know, they've heard your name before, okay? All right. What about, let's see. Oh, meeting new people. That's a really great way. Go meet your neighbors, you know, the ones you don't know. Go shopping, get your nails done, get your hair done, go to the doctor. All these places have women. They have receptionists, okay? Take a coupon with the new Christmas catalog and a little thing about seeing your website. Give them something tangible and then tell them about your website. Give them a coupon. Be ready when somebody gives you a compliment. Give them a coupon. Who doesn't like a coupon? I have coupons in my purse just sitting there in case, right? I mean, you can't throw away a coupon. Make it a good coupon. Give her a really great discount, okay? Join a Bible study. Oh, go to the card section of Target or the shoe store, the shoe department of Macy's, okay? Because people are going to be standing there. And you know how they're always, you kind of just talk to people because you're like standing there shoulder to shoulder. And this was a funny one. Sometimes, and just say, I'm looking for a thank you card because I sell jewelry for my host. Just start the conversation. Compliment somebody. And they say something back to you, give them a compliment card. Go join a Bible study to build relationships, okay? Plus, it'll just really help you. Have a mystery hostess show and invite people, okay? You can either do a small group or invite everybody, but personally invite them. A fundraiser, okay? Who needs to raise money? Maybe your pastor's wife is uncomfortable with doing a home show because she feels like if she invites everybody, they'll feel like they have to come, and she doesn't want to pressure them. Okay, well then say, well, you know what? There's a group going on a missions trip. Let's donate half the jewelry, half the profits. Oh my gosh, if it's your church, donate all the profits. I'm doing a show for a friend of mine for missions, and I was going to do half, and then I said, you know what? I'm just donating it all. Because I need to tithe anyway. It's part of what I do, and I love this. I love that you're so passionate about it. Let's just give it all. Okay, so you could do that, and then the point would be I'm going to make connections with those people and book more shows, and it's going to benefit me. But who, could it be the teacher of your kid's class that needs stuff for the classroom and invite the parents? A sports group? Think about people in your life that need to raise money. And again, you're offering them something. You're not asking for something. All right. Then, of course, you're maybe call later and do the booking challenge. I'm going to put that out. You're foolish if you don't do it. The way the booking challenge is going to be, it's going to be a bite-sized one. So the first one will probably be find a really close friend like we did the last time because it's nice and easy. Find a really close friend and book her. Book her before January 18th. Do as many as you want. You get tickets each time, and you get to win cute little fun prizes. It's not really about the prizes. It's just about the opportunity to, and the idea, and it's little bite-sized ideas, okay? All right, so Lindsay's going to come up, and she's going to share Chance or Honor. And it's really working well for her. Ooh, fabulous shoes. And I think it's just, and Sharon just tried it, and you liked it. So we're going to have her come up and just tell us how to do it. Okay?
All right, girls. I'm going to give credit to my new jeweler, Hope. She's one of my grandbabies, and she actually got me trying this. We just talked about different ways to do your shows, but I think what a lot of us need are different booking activities because you do meet the same people, and they're like, uh-oh, she's coming with them. I know it's coming. Then they're like, oh, I'm good. They'll be the ones that get up and go to the bathroom, and then they go and get their food just so that they're not in there when you're like, deal or double deal. So I think it's really good to have in your box of tricks multiple booking activities, and I like this one because what I like about it is that you're not in their face. Like, you're not saying, are you going to do it or are you not going to do it? Are you going to do it or you're not going to do it? Totally no pressure. So when somebody comes in, it's called Chance and Honor, and we've heard it in National Rally. And I don't know why I haven't tried it sooner because Hope tried it, and she's like, I love this. I got bookings. I went to a show 2 weeks ago. I had 13 ladies. I walked out with 5 bookings. 5 bookings. Okay, so the Draper cards, but you can make your own. And then you just go to easyscratchoffs.com. And they have 10 million different kinds of scratch-offs. And they're pretty reasonably priced. And they give you different quantities. So if you only want a couple to try it, you can get a couple. I love them. I think they're so fun. And what I do is I do Sweet Treat, which is this. I do Goodie, which is my goodie basket. And then I do Let's Party. I always go with 20. 60% of them say Let's Party, so that's 11 if you're going with 20. And then I split the other ones up, Sweet Treat and Goodie. So I do 4 and 4, and then I have one left over, and if you want to do this, great. I just find it's a really big incentive to make them want to scratch because women can't help themselves. I put a $20 off coupon in one of them, and I say there is a grand prize, and it is $20 off your order tonight. There's one. Nobody has gotten it yet, but it is in there, okay? So what I do when they come to the show is I greet them, I get their name, welcome them to the show, encourage them to go play in the jewelry, but I say now before you leave, I want you to take one of these lucky lottery tickets. I say it's lucky because everyone is a winner, and in just a little bit I'm going to tell you how or why you're going to want to take one of these tickets. So they all take one, and I just say just hold on to it and we're going to get to it later. So they all go in, we get to our show, we do the jewelry, we do the hostess benefits like Julie said. And then for my booking activity, I'll say, okay, so pull out your lucky lottery tickets. And I'll say, now how many gambling ladies do we have in the house? And they'll, woo-hoo, they're up. I said, remember I said it's lucky. Every single one is a winner. You will all be winners here tonight. Here's our last game. I say it's called chance and honor. Because if you take the chance and scratch your lucky lottery ticket, you must honor whatever it is you get. And then I explain to them. Some say, sweet treat. And I literally hold it up. And I found these in the dollar store the other day. They're $1 million mints. Ooh, how about that? Aren't they cute? And I just say, if you get the sweet treat, you get to pick a little snack tonight and enjoy your little treat on me. I say, some say goodie. Now, if you get the goodie, that's a good one because you not only get the sweet treat, but you also get to go to my goodie basket. And I fill it up to the brim with different prizes before I go. Okay? I say, but ladies, the best prize of all is the Let's Party, because not only do you get the sweet treat and the goodie, but you get me as your jewelry lady. And then they laugh, and I said, and you get a fun night out with your girlfriends and a free and half-off shopping spree. And so they're like, ooh, yeah, that's great. And I said, now some of you are going to be really bummed because you're going to get sweet treat and you're going to want Let's Party, so I promise you, you can trade up. Okay? And then I say, there's also a very big grand prize in here. One of these says $20 off your order here tonight. So if you guys want to have 1 second, you can trade up. If you want to trade your ticket in and pick the winner, whatever one you think it is. And a lot of them will change their ticket to make sure. And I just say, okay, get out something and let's start scratching. And I'm telling you, they all scratch. And then the girls that are sitting there, and you can see it, they're like, I'm gonna scratch. And then they scratch. And I can't tell you how it's working. And if somebody said, well, what if they don't book? All I say to them when they come, I say, bring your tickets to checkout. Whether you scratch it or not, bring it to checkout. Of course, we make a big deal about who scratches then and there. And I pass all the little prizes around. And I'll shout out, oh, we got 3 Let's Parties. What I love is that when people get sweet treat, they know that I have not rigged this, that there are all these different things, and then they're more likely to trust me. And I'll say, now I know some of you are still on the fence, just hold on to your ticket and bring it to checkout, and I just keep reminding them how many Let's Parties we have to help our hostess out. And it's a lot of fun. I had one lady come to me, 2 ladies have not honored, and they really had good reasons. They did scratch though, but one lady's husband was ill with cancer. I couldn't really push her. But the other lady said, I just don't think I can do this. I said, but you played the game. That's all I said to her, and she's like, you're right. Okay, I'll do it. So she did it, and she booked a show in December. And so if you want to try and do this so that you get your bookings in October or November, you can tell that, make it something really good. Say, okay, you got a Let's Party, but if you want to trade up at checkout and book one of my hot dates in October, have your limited edition jewelry. Have a special deal for them when they come. And you can change it. Take one of their items off their love it list and give it to them for 50% off. It's not something you have to announce right then and there. Just say, and I have a really special deal when you come to checkout if you know you want to book for one of my hot dates in October, and make it between you and them. But I'm telling you, it is so simple. This is all I carry for my booking activity now. It's fabulous. It's
And all they're getting is a prize from your goodies, really, cost-wise.
Yeah.
And somebody might get $20 off.
How do you do the $20 off? Like, is it Let's Party and then $20 off?
No, it's just a $20 off.
So it's just $20 off, so they're not,
There's nothing to help, no.
Okay.
I mean, that's a chance I'm taking. You could do $10 off. You could do 50% off an item. You can make your you could do free shipping. You could do no tax. Whatever it is you want your grand prize to be. They do. But let me tell you, when they hear like there's $20 off, they're like, oh, I got to take that chance. And they do. They scratch.
Yeah. My question is, when you do the other things with the purses, you can open up and say, okay, what do I have left? By doing that, you not necessarily know. Do you code your cards so you know?
No, because I collect them all.
Okay.
I collect them all. I just say, you know what, I'm going to use these
You
again.
just put stickers over
I just
them.
re-sticker them. This is the same 20 I started with. And that's the other nice part, is that I'm not having to refill everything or buy new purses. No.
Okay, my curiosity was, okay, you use them, and how do you know what's left, and blah, blah, blah.
I can't tell you which one of these is a $20 winner. I have no idea.
Right.
It's not, I didn't rig it, I didn't mark anything, I know nothing. I just know 11 of them say Let's Party, 4 of them say Sweet Treat, 4 of them say Goodie, and 1 of them is $20 off.
Perfect.
So if you're always changing them, how do you know how many items you have?
That's fine.
Because I'm getting them back from them, is what I'm saying.
So
Like,
you
I take them back and I just put another sticker on them.
All of them for next show.
No.
Some have.
Just the ones that are scratched.
Well, I know, yeah, just the ones that are scratched, but I know, that I started with 11 of this and 4 of this. I know that I still have the same ratio in there.
Right. What do you write? Do you write on the box, does the thing scratch the lettering?
Nope.
No, because that's the point, it's a clear sticker.
Sharpie.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's a Sharpie, and then the clear
I was
sticker.
wondering that too.
Nope.
Big.
Okay. It's like laying there.
And when did they turn that in? After they scratched?
Sticker off it.
Yeah, when they come to, check out.
Stick it on top, on top, on top.
Sweet treat,
Yeah, yeah.
and you let them trade up to a goodie.
I'll let them trade up to a Let's Party, and then they get all three.
Party.